Kick back, unwind, and enjoy a rare find. Today, we have 15 rare finds. The first 3 rare finds are boxed N64 games from Goodwill. Yeah, I cannot believe that I found boxed Nintendo games in Goodwill in 2022. That's what happened. They were in the toys aisle. They were $6.99 each, and I have not really played any of these games, I don't think. The Micro Machines, I believe, is the most rare out of these, but it's missing the car. None of these have any instructions in them, but they're all pretty cool because they have original price stickers and all kinds of stuff like that. $34.99, $39.99. My first N64 game was GoldenEye. That was the game that I saw and made me buy an N64. I couldn't believe it when I saw it for the first time in 1996, or maybe early 1997. Anyway, yeah. N64 games boxed in Goodwill in 2022. Shit. We have Micro Machines 64 Turbo. Pretty cool. I was really into Micro Machines growing up. Never played this game before. That car was going really fast. Got a fast car out front, and I'm talking about Micro Machines racing game for N64. Speaking of which, the next game is MRC. I believe it is another racing game. I've never played this one either. Third game is In the Zone, an indie basketball game. I think that I rented a couple basketball games, or maybe that was for the Super Nintendo. I forget. I'm not really the biggest basketball fan, but I could have possibly rented this game, but it might have been one for Super Nintendo. Okay, next rare find. This is the NES game Atlas. I actually had this as a kid and I used it for Zelda, the first game. I had the map from the game in the box, but I used this for some other stuff from that game in here. What do we got? There's all kinds of really detailed maps in here. I mean, how old was I? 7? Maybe trying to beat this game when I was a kid. But this got maps from all kinds of games. Mega Man, Star Tropics, DuckTales, Ninja Gaiden, all kinds of crazy stuff going on in here. This was... If I had more games, I would have used this for them, but I mean, Zelda was my main game back then, so I used it for that. Next rare find. I have a professional video monitor, yeah, coming to a future Battleship Overload episode. And the person I got it from at this thrift store said that she bought a lot of stuff from a guy that used to do weddings. So they had SVHS camcorders, all kinds of crazy high-end stuff. And the front's a little messed up, but I cheated. I turned it on to see if it did work. It's got all kinds of crazy stuff, and if you notice, it has this type of plug. This is a really old power cable thing, and it is from the early 80s and in the 70s maybe. It's called an oval connector, and I think it was made by Hewlett Packard, some of them, and I've never seen this cable out in the wild. I've looked for it because I have a JVC Video Star VCR sitting up on my dresser, and it uses the same cable. So I've been looking for this at the flea market and have not found the cable. So you know what I did? I went back to that thrift store and looked for it there. And I do not have footage for it, but guess what? In one of these random bins down there, I found one. It's got like three things spliced together with this tape, but all of them are the oval connector. If you can see the end there, it's different than the modern... Come on, camera? It's different than the modern computer thing. It's just 3 skinny circles that stick on to the other part. So yeah, this cable is possibly the rarest find of today. I have no idea when I'll even run across it again, ever. So I'm going to put this in my case of rare cords. That is a future Battleship Overload episode item. It's going to be pretty cool. Okay, next rare find from the same place. I found the CRT and this cable. this is nothing too crazy. I'm trying not to collect a bunch of remotes and have a remote control collection. But this is an older Sony CRT controller. I recognize the design, it's got a pretty distinctive design, so I couldn't pass on picking that up for the future. Okay, last rare finds. We have 7 Blockbuster DVD material things, and then I have 1 VHS. Found 6 of these Blockbuster Express DVDs. This was Blockbuster's answer to Redbox. Redbox was renting DVDs through their kiosk, and that's what Blockbuster decided they were going to do. And I've never actually seen one of these in the wild. They're actually kind of heavy. Looks like a big floppy disk. It's pretty cool, and you just pull the DVD out. If I can pull it out. This one's for, well, we'll go over the movies in a second, and snap it back in there. Pretty neat, and they're actually kind of, I didn't say so yet, they're kind of hefty. Let's go over the movies. We've got the first one, probably saw it already. Puncture. I've never seen this movie. The next one is Catch 44. Never seen that one. Then we have The Tourist. Never seen that one. Then we have True Grit. I have seen this. I've seen the old one and the new one. I like them both. I was going to say that the case doesn't have anything that would identify it with the DVD. So you can kind of just put any DVD in here you want. The ones that I've seen listed on eBay and online, it's only for the case. Because, I mean, you can put whatever DVD in there you want. Nothing on here is custom for the DVD. Anyway, next movie. The War. Never seen that movie. We gotta get a good snap here. That was a good one. And the last DVD of this little Blockbuster Express is, if you can see that, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's Footloose. And I've actually never ever seen this movie Footloose before. Gotta get a good snap. Oh, that was a bad snap, hold on. Man, what the heck's going on here? Alright, that was a good snap. Okay, we have one more Blockbuster DVD rental, and it's not that one, it's a regular one. This is for Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and it's the take this movie to rent, no, take this, what is it? Take this box to rent movie, but they cut out the sides of the DVD cover from the case and put that in here to cover up this. That's pretty interesting, but it's definitely a Blockbuster real DVD case. You can see the Blockbuster logo on there. And I don't know why it's like a bootleg. Maybe this is not a, it's a real Blockbuster thing. I don't know. Was Blockbuster doing this type of stuff? I don't know. To be determined and investigated. Okay, the last rare find that we have is, as usual, 1 VHS tape. Now this is a movie that's special to me. This is one of my childhood movies, Time Bandits, and this is, I believe, the very first VHS release of this from 1982, and it has an open, what is it, a fold out cover like this. Tape's old as hell, and it is really cool. I'm gonna put it on my shelf over here with my other movies, definitely. And if you believe it or not, I have 2 best friends. One of them loves this movie, and one of them, you know who you are, hates this movie. Well, that's it. And remember, like Indiana Holmes always says, keep up the grind, and you'll get a rare find.